Welcome everybody to Dr. Rich's YouTube channel. On this channel, you're going to hear Rich Petrus, ND. I'm a holistic doctor. You're going to hear me talking about every single presentation, rock solid wellness. Research that is related to health that you can apply to your own life and your own circumstance to optimize or maximize your health. And today, I'm going to be talking about, as a matter of fact, every day, I'm going to be talking about a term that most of you have never heard about. It's called nutrigenomics. And folks, nutrigenomics is the future of personal health. It is a new science that is related to something that is a paradigm shift. It's a completely different way of doing things or looking at things related to your health. And it is a way that you, once you understand it, you can apply it and you can be very, very healthy. You and everybody in your family, including your dog, or if you have a horse, this concept works very well with animals also. But let's focus on you, the individual, and your health. And I want to start off with a question. Have you ever wondered why you started on a diet and you worked at it really, really, really hard, and you didn't lose a pound, and you did it exactly like you were supposed to do it? However, you had a very close friend who utilized the same process, the same diet, and they lost 15 pounds. Isn't that frustrating? Ever happened to you? Okay, how about twin brothers? You know anybody that's a twin? And you think about this, one of the two identical twins, when they were older, one developed type 2 diabetes, and the other one didn't have any problem with diabetes at all. And they pretty much ate the same foods, pretty much had very similar lifestyles. But there was a difference in their health. The answer to that question is highly personal. It's in your DNA. And the lifestyle choices that you make contribute significantly to what happens with your DNA at the cellular level. You know, we grow up hearing about how unique we all are. And there's one thing that makes us all the same. And that one thing is that we're all different. We're different in the way we look, the way we react, what we eat, what we like to do, what we don't like to do. But the most important factor related to health is we are all different at the cellular level. The needs of our cells are completely different. So our uniqueness goes down to those 17 trillion cells that make up each individual person. And it's the reason why someone like comedian George Burns, he lived to be 100 years of age, but he smoked cigars, and he didn't just puff on them, he inhaled them. And smoking is not conducive to good health. He lived to be 100 years of age, but yet other people in their 40s, for example, and maybe they didn't even smoke cigars, they die of lung cancer. Why is that? Well, science has made great strides in genetic research, and to our advantage, especially when it comes down to our diet. And to better understand this concept, let's look at three terms. And when you understand these three terms and their definitions, then you're going to have a better understanding about how you can optimize or maximize your health. The first, and this is a buzzword today, is something called a genome. This is a genome. The definition of a genome is it's the genetic material that you're born with. It's your DNA. It's your stuff, so to speak. It cannot be changed. It's you. It's what you're made up of. And think of your genome as this is something written in pen. It can't be erased. It can't be changed. It's what you are, your DNA. And let's look at a second term and its definition. Epigenome. It's the network, how it's different, of chemical compounds that interacts with your genome. Okay, so it directs which genetic material is activated and which genetic material at your cellular level is inactive and not used at specific times in your throughout your day, throughout your week, throughout your month. It's the mechanism that turns on or shuts off or turns off your DNA. So the epigenome is affected by personal health, your diet, your nutrition, how much you exercise, or if you don't exercise at all, and all the other lifestyle changes that are contributing to what it is that you do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. Now, epigenome is a little different in your thinking. Think about it as your epigenome is written in pencil, and the epigenome, unlike your genome, can be changed and altered to your benefit. Now, let's look at a third term. This is the term that I'm going to be referring to every single week and every free conference call that I do on the second and the fourth Tuesdays of every month. It's called Nutrigenomics. It's not a term that's familiar to everybody. Nutrigenomics combines the study of nutrition and gene expression. It's the study of how compounds in the food that you eat, it either turns on or turns off certain genes that exist in your body. Understanding nutrigenomics is the way for everybody to personalize your health and your specific health plan. And it's a way that you can optimize your health. You can optimize your good health through nutrigenomics. You can delay or even prevent disease from occurring by using nutrigenomics and the research and the information that's available through that science. You can slow down the effect of aging or the progression of disease. You can add at least 3 to 5 good quality years to your life, and much, much more. This is where it's very important to understand the benefits of this new study called nutrigenomics. The food that we eat affects each of us differently. Okay? Example, there are compounds in broccoli that are very beneficial to our health. And these compounds in broccoli, they can switch on a gene which helps the body to detoxify chemicals, harmful chemicals that we're exposed to. However, we're not made equally. 20% of us, and we can eat all the broccoli that we want, we don't have the gene that can be turned on that will benefit by eating broccoli so that those harmful substances and chemicals can be detoxified in our body. So eating broccoli is not going to help everybody. Some it will, some it won't. And some people that go to the gym and they use, for example, creatine. Well, creatine provides large increases in performance and increases lean body mass in individuals that consume it. But in others, however, with different DNA, there's no response at all. There's no increase in lean mass. There's no benefit at all to those going to the gym and taking creatine. Why is that? The one thing that makes us all the same, we're all different cellularly. And the needs of ourselves and the way that we're created cellularly, we're all different. Now here's another example. Studies in coffee consumption. In some people, drinking coffee lowers the risk of heart attacks. But yet in others, the same dose of coffee that the other control group was consuming actually increases the risk of heart attack in those individuals. Why? Well, the study of nutrigenomics proves that that difference in cell structure, the difference in need, and difference in performance in those cells in each individual, because we're all different, that creates the scenario that drinking coffee is beneficial for some people and others it's not. Therefore, the science of nutrigenomics is important to each of us because we are uniquely created. I was looking for something here that I had to have. We are all uniquely created. We're all different, and what we need is different. So what we eat directly determines the genetic messages that your body receives. That's very important. So the problem is there's no one food that is beneficial to all of us. Some's beneficial to others. And the diet is important, but what's the answer? Well, here's the revelation. If you can learn the language of your genes and control the messages and instructions that those genes provide to your cells, then you can alter how food interacts with your body, and you can optimize your health regardless of your current level of wellness or regardless of your current health status or diagnosed condition that you're going through. So food, obviously, is very important relative to nutrigenomics and how your body responds to problems and aging and disease, or some people seem to age faster than others. Some people get certain diseases and other people don't ever get sick. Well, you know what? Let's look at something. Research-based, rock-solid nutrition, rock-solid wellness. This nutrient, this pill, this is the yellow tablet that everybody's talking about. This is the yellow tablet that in the next year and a half to 2 years, everybody's going to want to know about. Everybody's going to want to take it. Everybody needs it. In the words of the formulator who created this tablet, everybody needs it. It works for everybody at every age, regardless of their current health situation or regardless of their diagnosed condition. This yellow tablet is a nutraceutical formula. It's not a supplement. It's not providing something that you're lacking in. But it was the 5 botanicals that are in this yellow tablet were chosen from 51 nutrients. And the man who made this, created this formulation, spent 45 years in development. There are now currently 29 peer reviews relative to that yellow tablet. It's food. It is food. It is not a supplement. It is not a medication, a chemical medication. And specifically, one of the research studies, Washington State University said after they spent their own money and came up with their own conclusions, it was very specific in relation to this yellow tablet. Washington State University concluded that it is the most extraordinary preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine because it does something that nothing else can do relative to nutrigenomics. It is food, okay? And I've just said that nothing else works for everybody except this. This works for everybody at every age, regardless of your health status or regardless of your diagnosed condition. It's protected by 12 patents. That formula is the most published nutraceutical in the world on PubMed.gov, and PubMed.gov is the federal government's library site for storing medical research. Medical research. It is a new paradigm. It is a paradigm shift. It is a completely different way of optimizing your wellness or overcoming what you're going through, the symptoms of some diagnosed disease. It's the only way that you can avoid or even delay or maybe even prevent disease from happening. It's the only way to slow down aging. It was created by the father of anti-aging. It does something that nothing else does in this respect. It triggers our cellular intelligence. Now our cells, because we take this once a day, our cells' intelligence is triggered. And now the cells recognize what's wrong in you, your need, whatever's causing your symptoms, and the cells now upregulate and downregulate to do exactly what is necessary for your body cellularly to overcome the symptoms that you're going through. Second thing it does is it is known that the cause of all diseases, 240 diseases that are treated by surgery, injections, and prescription medication, that causes something called oxidative stress, age-related oxidative stress, free radical damage. That's what causes all the diseases, but nobody ever treats them. Whether you're an allopath, an MD, or an ND like myself, we use either medications and surgery or supplementation to try to overcome the symptoms of what we're going through. This causes the cells of the body to create the 4 antioxidative enzymes that neutralize those free radicals. And when we're newborn to 30 years of age, we have so many of those enzymes neutralizing the cause of disease that we don't get sick and we don't age. But after 30, we make less and less of those till we get to the point where free radicals overcome the ability of the enzymes to neutralize them, and we start to age, and we start to notice the effects of disease physiology. And the older we get, the more we age, and the more we have to deal with disease. So, in effect, what happens when you choose to take this patented, medically validated formula that does what nothing else does? It activates the cells to create the antioxidative enzymes, which neutralize the cause of all disease, the free radicals, and it triggers cellular intelligence so that your cells do exactly what is necessary for you to overcome what you're going through. In effect, when you take this tablet, and it is medically validated that it opens a pathway to the nucleus of the cells, that cellular activation, which is what this is, it's a cellular activator, the only one worldwide. It enables our cells, in essence, listen to this, to make their own medicines to help us survive and to thrive in stressful situations when it relates to our health. Now, this YouTube channel is Rich Petras, Petras, with a space, capital N, capital D. When you tune in to this YouTube channel on a regular basis, you're going to hear me, Dr. Rich Petras, talk about your health, rock, solid wellness. Every time talking about this concept of nutrigenomics. And when you choose to dial into our free conference call every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 o'clock, you're going to hear me talking about this. And you're going to hear testimonies from people who are overcoming diseases and problems and maladies that they're going through. Pain especially. And we're talking about all the diseases from cancer to Alzheimer's and everything in between. Does this cure those diseases? No, this doesn't cure anything. It's food, just like eating a salad. However, it's been synergistically developed to activate the cells and trigger their intelligence and increase the production of the enzymes, the antioxidative enzymes that neutralize the cause of all disease. Now, the next free conference call is going to be next Tuesday. That's Tuesday, January 29th. You might want to mark this down on your calendar. It's always at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, Tuesday, January 29th at 8 p.m. And you might want to take out a pen and pencil right now and write down the call-in numbers. and they are as follows: 641-715-0864. That's 641-715-0864. And after you dial that number, it's going to ask you to put in an access code, and that access code is 569034. That's 569034 followed by the pound key. Now, if I've generated any interest or you have any questions about what I presented today, you can always text me at 304-612-6186. That's 304-612-6186. And just put your name and what it is that you want to know. And obviously, I'll have your number, and I will get back with you ASAP and answer all your questions. If you have a medical need, I'll consult with you for free. So, until the next presentation, I'm certainly wishing you good health, rock solid wellness. If you're not at that place, if you're not satisfied with your health, keep tuning in. Tell your friends and neighbors and relatives to tune in to Rich Petrus, ND, and learn about this new concept called the science of nutrigenomics. And it is a science where you definitely can maximize or optimize your health once you learn how simple it is to apply to your circumstance. So until the next time, good health to you all. See you next time. Get on the call. I'll look forward to you. Text me if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to help you. Good day now.